Erin, what are you learning?
Hi, Megan. Good morning. Well, what we know is experts are saying you don't really need to worry about items like toilet paper and paper towels right now. Those should be in stock. There are other goods, though, that we could see less of, and I'll have more on that in just a moment. That being said, we have seen people buying toilet paper. Take a look at this video from earlier this morning. My photographer shot this, and you can see one gentleman, he filled up the back of his pickup truck with toilet paper. He said he had gone to a couple of locations yesterday and couldn't find what he needed. He tells us he owns a store, which is why he was buying so much. But we also have photos of empty shelves at Costco's in Beaufort, Georgia, and in Santa Clarita, along with video from a Sam's Club in Santa Clarita. Other stores nationwide also seeing these empty shelves. According to CNN, once the port strike started, reports of these empty shelves, especially for toilet paper, started popping up on social media. Though the strike will not affect toilet paper much, as the majority of toilet paper comes from U.S. factories, and much of the rest comes from Canada and Mexico, meaning it will most likely arrive by train or truck, not a ship. People also apparently buying paper towels as well, which shouldn't be affected much either. The strike could affect U.S. exports, which in turn hurt sales for some American companies. We may also see less of certain items, leading to prices going up. CNN says perishable goods like fruits and vegetables could be harder to find and cost more by as early as next week. Now, we did speak with Darren this morning, who told us what he saw people buying at this Costco.
Paper towels, water, eggs.
Eggs, okay, eggs too. And then does it seem like the shelves are kind of clearing at this point?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are getting a lot of items.
Does it make you nervous at all with this port strike?
No, not really, because paper towels and toilet paper is made in America, so we don't have to worry, you know.
The goods we could see shortages with include things like bananas. Imports are said to account for almost all of the U.S. supply of bananas. Also other fruits like cherries, alcohol, chocolate, seafood, along with electronics, pharmaceutical, cars, auto parts, and machinery parts, according to USA Today. Now, the strike is affecting ports from Maine to Texas. When it comes to goods arriving, we could see backlogs as some shipments may be sent to the West Coast. Though CNN reports many things won't be rerouted, as it doesn't make sense economically or logistically to send them by air or to other ports. Now, back here live, the holidays, they are coming up, and experts are saying, though, that shouldn't really be affected by this port strike. Those items should already be at their locations, mostly in stock. We did talk to an employee here at this Costco in Commerce, and he said they do have the supplies right now. They have toilet paper, they have paper towels, but they did say they were busier than normal yesterday. Reporting live here in Commerce, I'm Erin Myers. I'll send it back to you both in Hollywood.
Erin, thank you for that. A nationwide glitch impacting many Bank of America customers. Bank of America customers took to social media yesterday to report an online glitch that either prevented them from accessing their accounts or just showed a zero balance. Bank of America has stated that the problem has been, quote, largely resolved, unquote, and apologized for the inconvenience.
Well, you're going to know our next guest. He has brought us some of the most romantic and heartbreaking stories of our time, known for books like The Notebook, A Walk to Remember, The Longest Ride, and it goes on and on. It is Mr. Nicholas Sparks. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, thanks for
being here. We were just saying this, just to start off, you're based in North Carolina, and the state is just going through horrendous, the result of the hurricane, and how's your family and everyone?
Yeah, I had a son in Asheville, and he didn't have his car there, so I had to send my other son from where I live in the east all the way 850-mile round trip, a lot of washed out roads, tough to get to him. But they have no water, and that's the real issue. Even if you have power, you know, you have no water.
And they're predicting several weeks, right? Wasn't something like
they
that?
can't even begin to fix the water plant till they fix the road leading to the water plant.
It's just horrific.
It's terrible. It's tough.
Yeah. Well, we hope everyone's okay, and of course, you know, thoughts and prayers for all those people that are going through so much.
Strange fact, in Counting Miracles, I mentioned a Hurricane Helene.
No way.
In passing.
Oh, wow.
I didn't remember that. Then someone pointed that out. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did that, didn't I?
That's really interesting.
It was very odd.
Yeah, this interesting thing. All right, so can we just talk about the elephant in the room? Can we talk about your viral chicken salad recipe, Nicholas Sparks, that everyone's talking about?
Yeah.
There you are doing it. The magic ingredient, Splenda.